crowd. Don't fight, please. Put your hands up first. Pass the mic. All right, Nick, why don't you start us off? Nick.
So, big win on Sunday on the road at Florida State, and I would imagine that could be a thing that builds some momentum going forward when you need it in this league. Obviously, another couple of tough games this week, but that was a big road win.
It was a great win for us. Florida State's always been a tough place for us to play. Going back for the past 8-9 years, they've always played us well. Some great games. So, yeah, it was really nice to be able to go down there and just gut out a road win. I mean, it was a great basketball game, and we really stepped up into the fourth quarter and played well. But I thought going back to Thursday at Tech is when we really started to get some confidence and played well. I mean, it's a game that goes down to the last a minute of the game. It could have gone either way. But unfortunately, it didn't go our way. But I think we grew a lot from that. Learned that, we're just as good as anybody out there. But what we have to do now is start to just put together a 40-minute game. We still have too many lapses, and more say at the defensive end of the floor than at the offensive end. We're scoring 76 points a game, which is it's probably as high as we've had here in the past, 9 years. The problem is we're giving up 65, which is by far the most we have probably since I've been here. So that's an area of concern that we have to keep working at and get better at.
Jeff, Boston College, you mentioned it after the game. That is a team that might have been struggling recently, but they've got that huge win at NC State and some other big wins. What you've seen from them, what do they do well, and what do you have to defend against?
Well, it's a team that's got 6 kids in double figures. I mean, everybody can score the basketball, and that's one of the things that makes teams hard to guard is when you have to guard everyone. There's not one per person you can really back off of. There are some that might not be per se necessarily three-point shooters, so you can anticipate a drive. But their drivers do a great job of driving. You know it's coming. And then they do a really nice job of rebounding the ball as well. I think they're one of the best offensive rebounding teams in our league. So we have to make sure we are putting a body on someone and taking pride in that. When you've got offensive rebounding, you've got 2 with 60 or more. And then you look at us, we have 1 with 54, and then our next best is 25. So they do an outstanding job of going to the offensive glass. So we have to really focus on boxing them out and limiting them to one shot.
Jeff, you guys officially announced the addition of Aaliyah Love. Like, what did you like about her game that caused you to go after and seek her out, and what brought her here?
Well, I really like her size, her toughness. She likes to defend. It's a big guard. It's something that I thought that we really needed to add for next year. A 6'1" guard that's got some size, some toughness, and she rebounds the ball well also, and it gives us a semester of working with her. Really trying to work at the offensive end of her game. And then it also gives an entire semester of her kind of getting a feel for how we do things, what we're going to do. And I just thought that was a huge plus.
So she enrolls immediately but can't play till next year?
Yeah,
right?
she can't play till next year. She actually started practice with us yesterday. She's in classes already. She'll be on the bench tomorrow night. She'll be at practice today. She's able to travel with us as well. Just can't play a playing game. So, we've had a ton of success with the portal. but this will be the first time that we've actually added someone mid-year. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that carries over, just giving that extra semester of being involved in our program. Oh, you guys are fantastic.
Well, last time
Hey, wait your turn for a second. Yep, they're okay. Go ahead. Go
Sorry,
ahead.
I'm good.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Won't have another one of these before the NC State game Sunday. I know BC's next tomorrow night, but a really cool spot on Sunday. Obviously, it's become a good rivalry the last few years, and it's on ABC, so a big slot coming up on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, of course, first is tomorrow night, a very good Boston College team. And then we will get the opportunity to play NC State Sunday at 1 on ABC. It has been some great games. Unfortunately, we have been on the wrong side of it the past few years. So, it's one that we obviously won't look past. But we've got to focus on tomorrow night first, of course, and then, get that game taken care of. Hopefully we come out and play well, and then we'll have the opportunity on Friday and Saturday to prepare for a really good NC State team. And, we are looking for some wins now. It starts with tomorrow night. You've got, as we said, Boston College wins at NC State, beats Florida State in overtime. So they have some really good wins to their name.
Yeah, Jeff, the transfer portal for you guys, I don't know if you've made it a point to recruit the ACC, but you've gotten a lot from the conference. Is there something to that, just from seeing them so much over the years, that you know them better and know what they can bring? Or
no, I mean it's just happened. I mean, it's not that you're sitting there just recruiting within the league, but you do get the opportunity to play against players, and you actually see what they can do. And I think part of it is you get a lot of the players that have come through here and played here, and also see the type of crowd and atmosphere that we get game in and game out. And I think kids are excited to play in front of big crowds. So I think that helps us. Now, we haven't gotten all of them that we've gone after. So you're still working at it, and we'll still look to add some more in the portal this coming spring, and just go from there. I mean, it's crazy out there right now.
With this group you have now, do you feel as comfortable with a rotation, especially after last week, that maybe you have this season in terms of who you can trust in certain situations versus earlier in the year?
Well, it's not about trusting. It's about the matchups. I think that's what determines more than anything who I'm putting in the game. Is somebody playing a zone? Do we need a three-point shooter? Do we need someone that can, take care of the basketball? Do we need a rebounder? It really depends on who we're playing and what we need at that time. Boston College is going to present, a 4 guards that can spread the floor, that can drive it. So we're going to have to do a great job of communicating on defense. We're going to have to mix some things up, try and keep them off balance. And then we got to rebound the ball. Like I said, it's a team that pursues the offensive glass as well as anybody in the league, and that is a concern for me.
The last thing I got is on Morgan. She had 2 great games last week. You've praised her competitiveness in recent weeks, but did she need to see 2 games like that for her confidence to sustain and keep those types of performances up, to see those numbers?
I hope so. I mean, but I was more impressed with our game at Florida State because she did not start well. It's not like she came out, just tearing it up. She turned the ball over, missed a layup, had a defensive breakdown. I subbed her out of the game. She got her composure and went back in and played really, really well. That's what I was excited about, was she was able to bounce back from not starting well. And that's an area that I've talked to her about, is just that mental toughness of everything's not going to go perfect all the time. So when it doesn't, can you get yourself out of it? And that's what I was excited about, for her. So it's going to be fun to see how she progresses tomorrow night, because I know Joanna at Boston College, the head coach, is a good friend of mine, and she'll come in with a game plan. tomorrow night, and it's going to be interesting to see how Morgan handles what they try to throw at her, and then how we handle it as a team.
Haley was obviously incredible, filling up the stat sheet on
Yeah.
Sunday. Had a good game last week at Virginia Tech, too. ACC Player of the Week, and cool to see that recognition for her. First time she's won it this year.
Yeah, it sure was. It was well deserving as well. I mean, she's playing a ton of minutes for us because she has to. She rebounds the ball extremely well. She's our second leading rebounder on the team. She passes the ball. She's defending well, and she's obviously a scoring threat. I mean, when it gets to that point when her three starts to go in, and again, I said it last year. I'm not concerned about it because she makes them in practice. They're going to start to go in. She's shooting 44% from the field overall. You take out her 3-point shooting, and she's close to 50%. Inside the three, and then she's really doing a great job at the free throw line. So I was happy for her. I mean, the kid works her tail off. I think she's an All-American. She's putting up All-American type of performances for us. And as we continue to compete and win, then it's just going to look better for her and everyone else on this team. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Thanks in the back. Yep, appreciate it.